Hey, what's up my friends? Nick Arapkalis here and welcome to today's video. This is part 3 of our 3-part video training series on how to build an email list, how to generate an email list, because everyone always is talking about the money's in the list, the money's in the list. So how the heck do we actually do that? Now obviously this is part 3. If you have not watched part 1 or part 2, you're going to want to go back and do that right now. I'll put a card in the top right corner. It'll take you over those videos. I will also have some links down in the video description that will take you over there. So once you have watched those first 2 videos, now you can come back here and we're going to talk about the next step. Okay, so the first part that we talked about was, first and foremost, you have to develop a lead magnet. Okay, a lead magnet is basically something that you're giving away. It's something of value that you're giving away into an interested prospect in exchange for their email address, so that therefore you can go out there and follow up with them. Because in order to sell something, in order to make an affiliate commission or an info marketing commission or even an e-commerce commission, you have to have some level of know, like, and trust, okay? Or just the more you have of that, the more buyers that you're going to get. So you have to give something of value away right away in order to start building up that trust, build up that likability, and all that kind of stuff. So we have to give something away. I showed you how to find some stuff that you can just give away that you don't even have to create. I do recommend that you actually create your own stuff, but there is that option as well. And we also show you how to tie Aweber into Leadpages and actually build out these pages so that when people do get to these pages, they can actually put in their email address and then they will be put on your database. Now, it doesn't really matter if you're using Leadpages or ClickFunnels or any other service out there. They're all pretty similar. And that goes the same for Aweber. I use Aweber. There's also GetResponse, MailChimp. There's several different ones out there, okay? It just matters that you pick one and then you connect them together. You have to connect your landing page to your autoresponder so that they're connected. So when someone opts in, then they will start receiving your emails. And that's what we started talking about on step 2, is actually integrating your emails, but also integrating a campaign. And I actually gave you a 3-day campaign series that is going to increase your sales as long as you get people opting in, okay? So that brings us to this next part, is actually getting people to your landing pages. So how the heck do we do that? So this video is going to be all about traffic. Now, we've talked quite extensively on this YouTube channel about traffic, but I want to show you one specific source, one specific platform, and a few different ways that you can use it to get more traffic to these landing pages, okay? So let's just kind of draw this out a little bit real quick. So let's just say this is our landing page, where it has an opportunity for them to fill in their email address, and it has like a little copy on there, okay? So then after they put their email address in, we are taking them to a thank you page where it kind of introduces yourself, and a lot of times it has a video if you're smart, okay? And then it'll typically have a button below it where they can click on it, and that will go to your affiliate offer. And when they purchase, you make a commission, okay? That's the structure, okay? And then also they are put on our email database, okay? So then you can follow up and you can continue sending them to the initial offer or other offers as well, okay? So now we have this all built out. If you have not built this out yet, stop this video and go build it, okay? This does no good if you just keep on watching my videos and you don't do anything, okay? So it's very, very, very important that this is already built out. And now we can move on to step 3, because once you have this in place, now it's time to start running traffic. Okay, before this, if you did not have this set up, there's no reason for you to start generating traffic. Okay, so we want to start getting people to this page so that a percentage of these people are going to opt in, and then they're going to see this offer and they're going to be on your email list and you can follow up and all that kind of stuff. So where the heck do all these people come from? Okay, where's this pool that we can pluck from? Well, ultimately, it's just people, okay? So let's not overcomplicate things by any means. This is just people, okay? People get so confused and, overwhelmed and confused on all this stuff. It's just people. It's just people. It's people like you, it's people like me, okay? So let's just think about it for a second and think, where is people hanging out? Where are people hanging out? Well, they're hanging out a lot of places, but one of the places that they're hanging out most often is on social media, okay? So I've talked about Facebook, I've talked about Instagram, I've talked about a little bit about Snapchat, I've talked about YouTube especially. I mean, obviously, this is my YouTube channel, and I drive a lot of traffic from YouTube. But what I want to talk to you about on this video is Facebook, okay? And I want to talk in a way where you can either pay for your traffic or you can get free traffic. And I want to give you some ideas and some thoughts that can kind of spark the creative juices in yourself and start getting you some high quality traffic, depending on what niche it is. Okay, so let's come over to Facebook, and obviously this is Facebook. So I want to kind of just explain this a little bit first, and then kind of show you what's going on. So there's two sides to social media at all times. There's content, and then there's paid content, or also known as advertising. And really, there's not. Again, I always try to simplify things. And content, it's free. You post it on your profile, you post it on your page, and that's free. You don't have to pay for it, okay? But you have to have a following in order for them to see that. So that can take time to build up. And on the flip side, if you don't have an audience or you just want to ramp things up, then what you can do is just pay so that people will see your advertisements. If you don't have an audience, then you can simply just pay for your content to be in front of people that you choose, okay? So this is why I recommend that you start with free content and you start building that foundation. You build the foundation, and then from there, if you choose to, you can start doing paid advertising because you have a foundation built before you start putting money into advertising. If you don't have a foundation, you don't have somewhat of an audience, you don't have some type of content, you still can have results with advertising, but it's just going to make it that much more effective if you do have that foundation set up, okay? So I want to run through Facebook here and kind of just show you what it looks like, okay, and show you what to look for. So this is content. This is all content, and on the side here, this is a place where you create ads. So Visa, I believe this, or Cabbage, it looks like a department of Visa. A credit card they're paying for an ad. Okay, what else is here? Spend to win. Chumba Casino, they're advertising right here, and these are right-hand column ads. Okay, let's come down here, and this is an ad right here. This is a newsfeed ad done by Alex Mayer, PhD. Okay, and it looks like some more content. People are just posting stuff, and I'm seeing it because I am friends with them. Content, boom. Okay, here's an advertisement. Smooth. They are. Looks like they have a stabilizer. Looks kind of cool for cell phones. Looks pretty cool. So when you click on this, it'll take you over to their website, and then you have an opportunity to purchase or opt in or whatever it is that they're doing. Now, obviously, this is a physical product, so it's a little different than them building lists. Let's just see. Let's see what they're doing. Okay, so let's shop and order yours now, and basically it looks like they just want you to purchase immediately. Okay, they give you the price and all that. So it's a little bit different. I would recommend them actually give something away. Maybe, I don't know, maybe like a discount code or something like that, or maybe just like a guide to finding the right stabilizer, or whatever. I mean, you obviously got to get creative on that standpoint. It's a little bit different with a physical product, but they could build their list in a better way instead of going direct to a sale. Okay, let's come in. Looks like these are all content. These are all actually some groups and stuff, and I'll talk a little bit more about groups here in a second. Here's another ad. You can typically see that these are ads when they say sponsored. Okay, and then newsfeed ads. These are going to be your most effective ads because they have the most real estate. Like these ones, they can get you some results, but they're just like, they're smaller ads over here on the side. These are smaller ads over on the side. So they're not going to be as effective as the ones in the middle. So that's the whole idea behind content and paid advertising, okay? So let me show you how you actually set any of this type of stuff. So obviously, like, here's where I can just put my post, okay? But let's come back to like my newsfeed and show you some of the stuff that I set up. So I've been building up this for a little while, so I'm gonna show you how to start building stuff up, and then I will show you how to start paying for some stuff a little bit easy way. But I've been building this up, and I post a lot of different things, and this on my Facebook, it's more for branding purposes, and I like to share like successful stories and stuff like that. I get a lot of my traffic from YouTube, but I am giving you like the information here that you could apply to this, and because I know a lot of people that simply just use Facebook and they get a lot of great results. So I come down here, and you can see like on this post, I got 130 likes, which could, a portion of those could translate into website visitors if I just simply put a link in here. I didn't put a link, I was just kind of sharing a story. But if I want to just throw a link in there, someone could click on that and that would go to my landing page. here, since it was something about fitness, I easily could have just created a quick little ebook and said, hey, here's my 90-day results. I got, I lost or I gained some weight and dropped some body fat. Here's an ebook. Here's a quick little PDF report that'll show you the 3 steps to showing you how exactly I got to that point. Click on this and it'll take you over there. And that easy right there, I probably could have got a handful of leads just from like one little post, right? And then also, like anybody that comments on that, I could also be like, oh, thank you for saying that. Here's a link to my ebook if you wanted to check it out. Like you can always respond to people. You can always like come to their profile, and you can even send them a message and start a conversation, because that's ultimately what we're doing. We're always just starting a conversation, and then get an idea where they're at, and then if they do have an interest in your ebook or your report, then you could send them that way. So anybody that responds, anybody that even likes your stuff, you could just send them a quick message and be like, hey, thanks for the like, did you have any additional information? You could send that. So there's a lot of people that I could respond to and be like, hey, I have a free ebook, come down, do the same type of thing, because I write a lot of stories. I always like to keep a balance on here, but I'm always getting constant engagement because I constantly am building up my Facebook, and I'm constantly putting up quality content and building that foundation. Okay, I think I'll just show you like one more. So I always like to put up cool pictures and stories and stuff like that, and people are always constantly engaging. Okay, so that is one way. That's on your personal profile. Okay, so the other thing I want to come to is I actually have affiliate marketing and traffic generation success group, and that's where I post a lot of stuff too. So it's the same process. I could just post things. This doesn't get quite as much engagement. I don't know exactly why. It just seems like for whatever reason this group doesn't get as much engagement as my personal profile. But I also do like, putting my videos in here every once in a while. I will, people are asking questions, I can answer them, and I can send them to, my affiliate offers. I could send them to my ebooks. I can send them to my free reports. I can do anything because I have an audience built right here. Okay, so these are all my assets, and that's why you want to constantly be building these things up. And then you also have a page. Okay, this is my page. I've been building this up as well. So with a group, obviously it is going to be all free stuff. You can't just you can't do any paid advertising on here unless you set it up through the ads manager. That's something I have not done, but I will start doing, and when I start doing it, I will share with you guys. But like, look, you can just add members. You can add all these people that are my friends to these groups if that's what you choose. Obviously, you want to probably develop a little bit of a relationship with them before you add them into a group, but you always have that capabilities of just starting adding people to a group. Okay. Here's the other thing that you can do. Let's do this. So let's say obviously I'm into affiliate marketing. So let's just try and find a group. It's like here's some groups, affiliate marketing for everyone, and then you can just click on that, and then you can come in here and you can come just connect with a bunch of people. And the whole idea behind this is you're starting the conversation. You can click on this guy and say, hey, what's up? Add him as a friend. And then your content, the stuff that you're posting on your profile, that is going to be the type of stuff that's going to get them to your landing pages like we just talked about. But here's where you can start developing connections that'll bring them back to your profile. Okay, so you can come in here, you can even post stuff. I mean, you can post the same type of things in here to kind of get some more exposure back to your profile. I did that. I actually made a video one time and put it in this group, and I said, hey, what's up guys? I had a case study. Basically, I was just giving away a case study, and I said, hey, if you want to learn more about this, just comment info below and I will send it your way. So a bunch of people started writing info, and then I started sending them my case study, which essentially was a lead magnet. Okay, so that's how you can utilize groups. That's how you can utilize your profile. But now I want to talk about your page, because this is where you can start using paid advertising. And I want to show you just the most simple way here on this channel, or excuse me, on this particular video. There are different ways to use Facebook advertising, but I just want to show you a very simple way on how to do it here. So as you can see, I made some posts here on this profile, or on this page, and it's the same type of thing. I don't get as much as exposure as I got on my personal profile. I think that's the one that gets the most exposure out of like all of these. But what you can do here is you can do a boosted post. So you can click on boosted post, and it's the same type of content. Like the content's never going to change, but here's where you can actually pay for engagement instead of getting people or have to go out and get people to come back to your profile. Okay, so what you can do is you, again, like I said, showed you, you hit on boost post, and then basically what you do is you come in and you choose who you want to target. So there's a lot of different options. You can choose people through your specific targeting. I'll show you that in a second. You can click people who like your page. So just specifically people who like your page. So it's, you know, a very targeted audience that people have already engaged with you. People who like your page and their friends. So that kind of expands the interest a little bit. And then there's custom audiences. You can create new audiences, and then you can set the bid. So, or not the bid, the budget. So if you want to spend like 10 bucks, you know, see how that works out, 20 bucks, whatever. Like obviously it just depends on what your budget is. And then you would just click on how many days you want to run, 7 days, 1 day, 14 days. Obviously got to put your payment information in there, and then you would just click on boost. It has to get approved. You don't want to put any too much lavish claims or anything like that, like saying you're going to make $100,000 in the next 3 days. Probably not going to get approved if you say stuff like that, or if you're going to lose 200 pounds in the next 4 days. Like, just avoid that kind of stuff. Stay safe, and don't like tell people that they're guaranteed to get anything. That's just like something that can be tough. Oh, I just read this right here. Every once in a while I will put like, I mean, I don't, oh, I was quoting somebody, and I did use a little profanity, so it looks like this would not get approved. They're telling me right here. So, but not to worry. I want to show you how to do some targeting, and this is very, very helpful because you want to reach the type of people that are interested in your stuff. If you've got a cooking PDF report, a cooking lead magnet, then you obviously want to target people that are interested in cooking. Same thing for if they're interested in fitness or internet marketing or whatever it is. Okay, so let's come in here and click on to people, or choose people through your targeting, and we'll click on edit here. So you obviously, you know, got to do a little bit of research and figure out like who's really would be engaging in your stuff, who's really interested in that kind of thing. But here's where it gets cool. So I'm not gonna really dive too much into this. You should kind of just test with this type of stuff. But here is where you can do some targeting, and this is where the magic really happens. So like, if you are in the fitness niche and say like you're trying to target people that are interested in fitness, then you want to target people that already like some of the gurus in that space. So people like Brandon Carter. Let's see if this guy pops up. Brandon Carter, because he is a big person in the fitness niche. I don't know if this is actually him because that's a really small audience. Well, no, that should be him. 711. I would imagine that is him. Let's just check it real quick. Brandon Carter, 1.5 million. So I'm not sure if that is him. 0.7. It definitely could be. You'd probably want to do a little bit more research. But let's come and here's something else we can figure out. Okay, yeah, that is likely him, because then when you tap suggestions, it gives you more fitness guys. And Elliot Hulse, it can give you, who was that? Vince Del Monte. Like, you can just throw a bunch of these guys in here, and then it would target people that are interested in fitness, because these are all real big fitness guys. Something that is kind of cool, like, you don't want to narrow your audience too much. I mean, you always just got to play around with this and then look at the results that you get and just see what it looks like. But something that's kind of cool is you can kind of narrow your audience, and you have to say like, they have to be the people that you're going to target. They have to be interested in this type of stuff, but they also have to be interested in some, let's say like Arnold Schwarzenegger. We click on that, and obviously it brings down the audience size. It goes down to 2,000. That's like really, really small. So you'd want to put a bunch of more interest in here, but you know that they're interested in these guys and they're interested in these guys, making it a much more targeted list. Okay, because sometimes, you know, people can come in, they can click on just like this page, and they never really liked it that much, or they never come back to it, or they just liked it one time. So this kind of ensures that you can get a little bit more narrow, a little bit more targeted, and get a little bit more better results. Okay, it will be harder to actually scale up if you're only targeting 2,000 people, because if you show you this specific content, this ad to 2,000 people, that audience is going to run out really quick, and everyone's going to see your ad, and they're just going to be kind of numb to your ad after that. Okay, so that is really the rundown. That's this whole 3-step process on building your list. You got to build out a lead magnet. You got to build out an opt-in page. You got to build out a thank you page. You got to connect that to your autoresponder. I use Leadpages and Aweber. You can use anything like ClickFunnels or GetResponse or anything like that. And then it's all about getting traffic, targeted traffic that are interested in that particular topic. So if it's fitness, then you want to target people that are interested in fitness. And you can do it two ways. You can do it, the free way. You can, post in groups. You can post on your profile. You can post, you can create your own group. You can post in other groups. You can post on your personal profile. You can also post on your page, and then if you want to get more exposure to that on your page, then you can certainly pay for it and do these type of interests where you're targeting people that would be specifically interested in your particular topic, your lead magnet, your follow-up series. And again, we talked about follow-up series on the last video. I actually gave you a campaign, so make sure and check that stuff out if you have not already. But that's really the three-step process. Attract the leads with a lead magnet, get them to your landing page, and then they opt in, they go to your thank you page, and then you offer them something, whether that's an affiliate offer, info offer, and then you follow up with them, build up that know, like, and trust, and continue to follow up, because most people do not buy on first exposure. Okay, most people buy when they know, like, and trust you a little bit and you follow up with them. Okay, so that's the rundown, guys. Appreciate your time. Hopefully that helped out, and kind of breaking it down step by step made it a little bit more sense. If you guys do want to go check out more information about this whole process, head on over to mentorwithnick.com. I have a free video training that continues to go over this type of stuff and how I've been able to live the laptop lifestyle. I've got students living the laptop lifestyle. I just had another brand new student that actually got on the phone with him yesterday. Didn't even realize it, but he had already generated like 10 sales and didn't even realize he just got started recently. And he's like brand new at all this stuff. So it's really, really cool to see all the students having success. And we just like to continue that on. We have a huge mission for helping over 100,000 people become laptop lifestyle entrepreneurs. Okay, so that's really it, guys. Make sure and subscribe to this channel. And if you have any other questions, please hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, or leave a comment down below. Let me know what you got out of this if you have any questions. And that's really it, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you on the next video. You're my dream.